Shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shakes. Shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, shakes. Tlola WhatsApp the shakes. Or is it shakes? Hola. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, all right, sure.
Good morning, Commissioners. Can we start with the...
In fact, I should have said good morning instead of yes. Good morning.
No, I take it in good spirits, Commissioner. Today we're going to start with the procedural issues. The witness that was supposed to start, Mr. Piri, we seek that he be excused and will not lead his evidence today. And we request that the chair excuse him for a further date that he will appear on, which is likely the 21st of April for that. And Mr. Piri is here with us on the stand.
Mr. Malaji.
Piri, this is Mr. Piri.
Oh, this is Mr. Piri.
Piri.
Oh, okay.
Apologies. Mr. Malaji is the main witness that
fixed
would
on the
come.
fact that we are hearing
Apologies.
Mr. Malaji. Yes. Good morning, Mr. Piri.
Morning, Commissioners.
Thank you. As Mr. Skakane, the evidence leader, says, you are excused for today, but you are directed to be here on the 20th?
On the 21st of April.
On 21 April 2026.
Yes, Commissioners.
Thank you. We will see you then. Sorry, sir.
Apologies, Chair. I think I did get my dates wrong. It's the 20th. I really apologize.
2-0.
It's Monday, the 20th.
2-0.
Yes, thank you. Apologies.
Mr. Piri, as you heard, my direction is now, the earlier one is recalled, and the direction now is that you must appear on 20 April 2026.
Yes, 20th April
Yes.
2026.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Skakane, what is the position regarding Mr. Piri's statement?
The statement, he had submitted a draft, but he has not signed it at this point. I understand that he was supposed to get assistance for him to sign it, and then we'll then hand it over, deal with it later.
So
on.
it's finalized and ready, but for signature?
Yes, the first one, the statement is signed, I believe.
Oh, all right.
But he was...
Mr. Piri, do you want to say something on your statement?
Or on my statement.
At what stage is it? Is the process of preparing or finalizing it?
I think it will take me about 2 to 3 days to finalize it.
So it's not finalized?
It's not finalized.
Okay. Is it Mr. Musigiri who's handling the...
Yes, it's Mr. Musigiri that is handling.
Okay.
I understood our
Which
discussion.
perhaps explains the lack of detail on your part.
Thank you.
All right, no
Thank you,
problem.
Chair. Thank you.
Anyway, we had been told that Mr. Musigiri would be attending to these housekeeping matters.
Yes, I think he's held up with another witness.
Yes,
And that
yes,
request, I'll deal with it now.
Yes. Mr. Piri, I direct that at the latest, the Commission should have a signed and ready statement 5 days before the 20th
5 days
of
before.
April, the
Yes.
20th of April 2026. Do you understand?
I do understand the Commissioner.
Yes. Mr. Musigiri, we have excused Mr. Piri and directed him to be in attendance on the 20th of April 2026, and we've also directed that he must submit his finalized statement at the latest 5 days before the 20th of April 2026. Are there any other housekeeping matters you want to place before us?
Yes, good morning, Chair and
Yes.
the commissioners. Yes, Chair, there's still a bit of housekeeping issues that we need to deal with. However, we're not ready to deal with them immediately because we are busy in consultation with other witnesses as well, trying to sort out the most practical dates for when those witnesses can come. We are busy with Mr. Kader Muni's lawyers. That arrangement will affect Mr. Lebogang Phiri's appearance on the 20th. So perhaps, Chair, the best solution is to let us...
Perhaps let's leave it at the 20th if there are other arrangements that can be done along the way.
Indeed, Chair. Then the only thing I will do, Chair, because Mr. Munisi is here with his lawyers, at an opportune time, will come and...
Oh, you're saying he's present?
He is present with his attorneys upstairs. At an opportune time, we'll ask for a few minutes to come and address you as to when he will come and a subsequent arrangement with that.
Is it not possible for agreement to be reached on that?
It will be. Unfortunately, we have to check with other evidence leaders, other diaries as well, on those dates, who are supposed to lead him.
Yeah, I'm asking this so that perhaps after the tea break, when you come to us saying this is the agreed date.
That's the suggestion.
All
the
right.
suggestion was that let the proceedings continue with, I think the intended witness is Mr. Malaji, and then after tea break, we can then update the chair on the arrangements with Mr. Munisi's attorneys, Chair.
All right. No, thank you. Anything else, Mr. Musugidi?
That's all, Chair. Thank
That's
you.
all. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Piri, you are excused. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Commissioners.
Yes, Mrs. Kakan.
Thank you, Chairperson and Commissioners. The witness that we are calling for today is Director Malaji, Mr. Malaji.
If he's close by, we will not adjourn. May he be called?
Yes, I think he's ready to be called.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Malaji. Good morning, Mr. Malaji.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Morning.
Yeah, will the witness, will you be swearing or affirming?
So help me God.
You'll be swearing.
Yes.
All right. Please state your full names for the record. It looks like I'm not audible.
Yes.
Please state your full names for the record.
I've got a bit of a hearing problem, but yes.
Is there? Where's Jeremy? What usually helps us with hearing. Do you use a hearing aid?
Yes, let me take out this one.
Chair, can I perhaps request that? we
Yeah.
suggest
Yeah,
them
perhaps,
to
perhaps,
move
let's
to
just,
deal
yeah,
with this
we'll
logistical
just
issue.
adjourn very briefly, and you'll please indicate to us when the sound issues have been sorted out. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Mr. Musigidi?
Thank you, Chair and the Commissioners. Chair, thank you for the indulgence. We did say that we'll come back to you in regard to the testimony of Mr. Gareth Mnisi, but before we do that, Chairperson, and what we have agreed upon, we have Ms. Van der Heefer, briefed by Mr. Matopo here, and we've reached some agreement, Chair. But before I get to that, I must say that there was a bit of a misunderstanding that Mr. Gareth Mnisi was here today, but he's not meant to testify today, and we've agreed on the next day that will be practical for all concerned, and the date is the 17th of April. We will exchange the bundles, and he will receive all the necessary bundles by no later than tomorrow, close of business, being the 10th of April. Because he came here under that subpoena that he has to be appearing before the Commission today, we deem it appropriate, Chair, that you will have to interpose him to the next appearance. So we couldn't do it behind closed doors. So if it's acceptable, Chair, then perhaps the Chair can then, first we have Ms. Van Heefer agree to the agreement, and then the witness can be then interposed to the next date.
Good morning, Commissioners. It's correct. I appear on behalf of Mr. Mnisi on instructions of Mr. Matopo this morning. Mr. Mnisi is present. He's here under subpoena. I further agree that my learned friend and myself has reached an agreement about the next date, which is the 17th, and there's further an agreement reached that the bundles would be given to us by tomorrow, close of business. May it please.
Good morning, Ms. Van den Heefer, and thank you very much. Good morning to you too, Mr. Matopo. Good morning, Mr. Mnisi.
Good morning. Good morning, Chair.
You are directed to be here on 17 April 2026 at 9:30. Thank you. You are excused, and you are excused also, Mr. Mnisi. Oh, just a minute. Thank you. You are excused. You are excused, Mr. Mnisi. Thank you. Are you fine now, Mr. Malaji?
I'm fine, Commissioner, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I asked you earlier whether you would be swearing or affirming.
I will be swearing.
Swearing, all right. Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you. Mr. Skakan.
Thank you, Commissioners. I think we've done the introductions. This is Mr. Malaji. Just on the issues of housekeeping, there should be 3 files that we're going to use for today's proceedings. Please, are the physical files with you? And Mr. Malachi, do you have those files, 3 files?
Yes.
Yes, they are, Mr. Skakan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The first file 1 is the statement and annexes from Mr. Malachi.
Yes.
Containing the statement that he prepared.
Yes. Let's go to the others when you take us there.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
please
fine.
do your preliminaries with the witness.
Thank you. And then I've just requested to hand 2 documents. I apologize, but we'll refer to them very briefly. But I do need to deal with them. Can I request them to be handed over? Thanks. The first document is exhibit number CJC 104, and that's a news article. We'll deal with it at the right time. The second document is the supply chain management regulations, CJC 105. Thank you, Mr. Malaji. Would you then turn to your statement? File 1.
Sorry, Commissioner.
File 1.
File 1, yes.
Yes, your statement.
Yes.
Would you please, when you are answering questions, direct them to your answers to the commissioners?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And if you are, if I'm not audible or the commissioners are not audible sufficiently, just indicate. I'd be more than happy to repeat the question.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. This is the statement. Could you then go to the last page of your statement, which is page 9?
Yes, I'm on page 9, Commissioner.
Do you confirm that that is your signature and you are the deponent to the statement?
I confirm, Commissioner.
And you confirm that you took it before a commissioner of oaths?
I confirm.
Okay. If my role is evidence leader, the commissioners are there.
Okay.
Just for the record.
Thank you.
There's no problem. Thank you. The way we're going to deal with this, we are going to request that you go through the statement and refer us to the necessary annexures. But in between then, we are going to ask some questions. That is myself and the commissioners. And if there are any hanging things to be probed, we will probe it at the end. And make certain propositions for your comment on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you then start with paragraph 1 of your statement or the introduction?
Yes, maybe before I start with paragraph 1, let me indicate to the Commissioner that my statement, sworn statement, / T.A. Malaji, it should read T.P. Malaji.
I didn't get that part.
I said a sworn statement on page 1.
Yes.
It should read T.P. Malaji, not T.A. Malaji.
Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner. I'm going through my statement, and in my statement, stating under oath that I'm an adult male currently employed as a director, Tshwane Metro Police Department, Asset Protection Services. I was appointed on the 1st of June, 2023. I have attached my appointment letter.
Sorry, Mr. Malaji.
So please pull the mics closer to you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. I was saying, I was appointed on the 1st of June, 2023. I've attached my appointment letter detailing my employment functions, marked as Annexure TP1. The facts contained herein are within my personal knowledge and are, to the best of my belief, both true and correct, unless they indicated otherwise by context. Paragraph 3, I confirm receipt of the notice issued in terms of Regulation 10 Sub-Regulation 6 of the regulations of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into criminality, political interference, and corruption in the criminal justice system.
Before you move on, what's the correct year? Is it 2013 or 2023? The year of appointment.
2013, Commissioner.
2013.
Correct,
All
Commissioner.
right, thank you.
And just to follow up from the chair, this position, you've held it since then, in terms of responsibilities. You've never changed title.
Yes, Commissioner. I held it since 2013.
And perhaps could you then take us through what would be your responsibilities as a director?
Yes.
And who reports to you and who you report to?
I report to the Deputy Chief of Police. Currently, it's Commissioner Spies, who just joined TMPD in March last year.
And before that, around 2015, 2016, who were you reporting to?
I was then reporting to Deputy Chief of Police, Commissioner Sian Bolais. Bolais. Before Commissioner Sian Bolais, I was reporting to Mr. Navaplay in the office of the city manager.
Sorry, who?
Before reporting to Mr. Bolais, Commissioner Bolais,
Yes.
I reported to Mr. Navaplay, who is in the office of the city manager. Before reporting to Mr. Navaplay, I reported to the Deputy Chief of Police, Mr. Rex Mahlaule, who is retired as we speak.
Thank you. And who reports to you currently? Or perhaps just your management structure underneath you that you are responsible for?
I've got Deputy Director Mahlango, Reginald Mahlango, who reports directly to me. I've got Dr. Elvis Madihlaba. Madihlaba, who is reporting to Reginald Mahlango in terms of our operational structure. And I've got senior security officers, including other members, sergeants and inspectors, particularly Inspector Perry, who are reporting to Senior Superintendent Mahlaba. I'm actually outlining line of command.
So does Perry report directly to you? Or he reports to someone before you?
He reports to Senior Superintendent Madihlaba. I'm told Madihlaba. I'm told that they've been promoted not long. He's also at the level of colonel. Who's also reporting to Reginald Madlanga, who's the acting director at the moment, since I'm not in the office for the past 10 months also.
Sorry, do you know when Phiri was promoted? Good morning. Do you know when Mr. Phiri was promoted?
Morning, Commissioner. I am not, I just had.
Was it this year or last year?
It was this year, according to the information I had.
This year, 2026.
2026.
It was after you were suspended.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
Just for the record, to be clear, he was promoted to which position?
I'm told he has been given the position of a major, but this is what I've heard. I do not have a record.
Okay. Just to be clear also for my purposes, in 2025, around January, what was his position and who did he report to?
He was an inspector, Commissioner.
Please proceed.
Paragraph 4 of my statement read as follows. I've noted questions from the Commission and wish to respond thereto as follows. TMPD capacity to protect its property, assets, personnel, and decision to outsource security service tender under TMPD 2, 2016-2017. My response to this question is as follows, Commissioner. TMPD did not have capacity to protect its property, assets, and personnel. It was not only TMPD, but the city of Tshwane, as a municipality, did not have capacity to protect its properties, assets, personnel. Hence, the Asset Protection Services section was established under TMPD, Specialized Policing Division. The objective was to protect the property, assets, and personnel of the city. Paragraph 6 under the same question. When I was appointed as a director in June 2013, the city of Tshwane was already outsourcing functions of asset protection services to external service providers. During 2016, the then Chief of Police, the late Mr. Stephen Ngobeni, may his soul rest in peace, instructed former Deputy Chief of Police, Rex Mahlaule, to prepare tender TMPD 2, 2016-2017 for advertising. I was then requested by Mr. Mahlaule to assist with the tender specifications for further handling. Mr. Mahlaule was my senior at that point in time. I assisted as requested and submitted a tender specification to him for reviewing, consideration, inputs, and further handling. The tender specification documents were then forwarded to Supply Chain Management Department for further handling. The Supply Chain Management subsequently advertised their tender, TMPD 2, 2016-2017, in September 2016, together with other tenders. I have attached The tender advertisement extracted from Pretoria News, issued on the 30th of September 2020. It should be 2016, not 20. Marked as Annexure TP2. I was thereafter appointed by the city manager to serve in the bid evaluation committee together with other members from different relevant departments of the city. The tender was evaluated accordingly by the BEC members, including myself. The BEC then adopted the report, which was handed over to the chairperson for further handling. The city of Tshwane was later.
Just
Thank you.
before that, I want to ask something relating to your membership of the BEC. We heard evidence to the effect that in respect of some tender, there was communication from within the city of Tshwane to an outsider, alerting the outsider to the fact that that particular tender was non-compliant, and indicating the nature of non-compliance and suggesting that urgent correction be made to make the tender compliant. As someone who has been a member of the BEC, what shortcomings do you think exist that make it possible for such improper correction of bids to be made after submission but before evaluation? How does that happen? What shortcomings are there? I'll ask you a follow-up, which is, how do you think those may be corrected or should be corrected? But please answer the first question.
Commissioner, I'm not having knowledge, as I'm seated here, of anything that might have gone wrong with the tender TMPD2 that I was a member of.
I'm asking the question generally, which is why I do not even mention the internal person within the city, nor do I specifically mention the outsider, that is the person who is not within the city. So I'm asking the question in general terms. Where do you think the shortcomings would be for this to happen? A tender has been submitted, someone finds that it's not compliant, and that someone is acting in cahoots with the outsider and obviously also with the person who submitted the tender, and then the tender is corrected, so that by the time it reaches evaluation, it is compliant. What are the shortcomings within the procurement process that would make this possible?
It could be a number of factors which might include the fact that for as long as tenders are submitted on files like this, and to these files, officials have access to each and every file. I'm talking here specifically within the supply chain management environment, right? Such incident could take place, but now thinking of how this kind of things can be prevented going forward.
Before that, perhaps,
Okay.
you seem to lay emphasis on the fact of physical files.
Exactly.
Physical files in contradistinction to what?
I think physical files in,
Do you have perhaps, do you have in mind filing electronically? Or I just want to understand your emphasis in, as long as these are submitted in files like this,
Yes.
and you pointed to the physical file in front of you.
exactly.
So I want to understand what you are suggesting as an alternative.
As an alternative, I'm thinking of suggesting that going forward, tender responses should be more electronic, right, as compared to filing system. And that would make it difficult, because out there in the public space, there are complaints to the effect that files are submitted, documents are taken out, and all of that. This is what we are hearing in the public space when people are complaining about issues of tenders and the like. But now, if alternatively files could be submitted electronically, I think that would assist a lot in terms of addressing the issue of loose files being taken out of, papers being taken, papers being replaced out of the tenders, yes.
And I think it's a euphemism to say you hear that documents get lost. We know from what we have heard, or at least all indications are that is in fact so. Because take, for example, I think it was this very tender process, which led to even litigation. And part of what was alleged in the litigation was that documents had gone missing. And in the end, an award was made, or awards were made without the evaluation process having taken place, which in itself was quite odd, even if it took place in terms of a court order after the two sides, the two adversaries in the litigation had reached agreement and therefore asked for an order from the court by agreement. But to cut a long story short, at the center of the litigation was the fact that documents had gone missing. I'm saying this just to correct you when you seem to suggest that this is something you heard about. It appears to have been fact.
Commissioner, I hear, and I'm not disputing, but allow me, Commissioner, to say, in as far as TMPD 2, 2016-2017, wherein I participated as a BEC member, I can assure the Commissioner and this Commission that from the beginning to the end, right, we never had a situation, right? We never had a situation where there was a complaint to the effect that documents were tampered with and so forth and so on. We just waited. We waited for a very, I would say, for a very long time. We're not even, nobody, I'm talking from the accounting officer downward, has brought it to our attention. I'm referring to the BEC. Our attention that the tender document that you got involved in has got problems and these are the nature of problems. We never had that. Until today, I do not remember us or myself as a member who participated being called and getting informed about irregularities that might have happened in the run-up to the BEC completing its job and handing over the report and the documents back to supply chain management. Such communication.
But it is this tender that was, or rather, in respect of which awards were made pursuant to a court order, is it not?
It is so, Commissioner.
And what was at the center of the litigation, do you remember?
I don't know, Commissioner.
So your focus is only at the stage of your participation as a member of the BEC?
Yes.
So what you are telling us relates to that stage only?
Exactly.
So you would not know what happened later, and you would not know whether issues were raised about missing documents. You would not know that?
I would not know that,
Oh,
Commissioner.
all right, thank you, thank you.
Can I just check that, Mr. Malaji, the evidence so far is at some point in this tender process, documents were removed from the offices of the municipality and taken, I think, to a training college or something where the evaluation was done. Do you not know that happened?
What I'm talking to that particular issue in my statement, where I am mentioning that before these documents were moved to, the documents were moved from supply chain management premises, premises to the
Perhaps
Tswane
Mr.
Leadership
Mr.
Academy.
Derek, can I just, Mr. Malaji?
Okay.
Can I just direct the commissioners to the answer, perhaps?
I've read the statement. I'm
Okay.
asking a different question. Mr. Malaji's evidence is that he never became aware, as I understand him in his discussion with the chairperson, he never became aware that there were irregularities, and I'm wanting you to clarify that. Is that your evidence, that you never became aware that there was an issue in this tender process, or there were allegations at least, that documents were removed from the premises of the municipality and taken to some other place, I think it's a college, where the evaluation is supposed to have happened there, or whatever the backstory to it. But that step
Yes.
of documents being removed from the municipality to another location in the tender process, are you saying you never became aware of that?
No. I wanted to assure the commissioner that there were reasons why these documents, right, why the BEC requested that the documents be moved from supply chain management to Primos. And those reasons were purely
Primos is the college.
college.
Okay.
Those reasons were based purely on security issues that, as the BEC have observed, right, before we could start with the actual evaluation process. And those security issues were as follows. While seated and expecting supply chain management officials to present us with documents, right? We observed that the facility which was adjacent to the boardroom where we were supposed to conduct, right? The storage facility was accessed without control by city officials, right? And that concerned the BEC, and the chairperson said, colleagues, what are we gonna do with this situation, right? We then had to check exactly what was happening. So there was no access control in and out. Nobody could tell us who was having the key, right? And officials were going in and out, which indicated that there might have been other documents kept in the same, storage facility. The cameras were not they were not working.
Yes. So that takes
Yes.
you to the conversation you were having with the chair. Remember when the chair started? And you gave the explanation that you made the suggestion that bids submitted could be done so electronically, that is to avoid tampering and people having access to them. It's exactly this that the chairperson is talking about, that you, from the evidence we've had, tender documents were received, they were in a room, there are allegations that documents were removed, some documents were missing at some point. What can be done to avoid people having access to tender documents before the process is complete? And your suggestion was electronic.
Mm-hmm.
But you confused me when you said, well, as a BC member, I'm not aware that there had been any issues about this tender process. When in fact now you do accept that you did become aware, even as a member of a BC, that there are issues about storage of tender documents. And you were part of the decision or the request that those tender documents be removed from supply chain management to a college. That's all I wanted to clarify with you, because your evidence suggested you never became aware of any issues relating to this tender.
Commissioner, let me put it like this. I never became aware of documents that went missing. Hence, the documents were taken out of this premises down to the college, and when the actual process of evaluation started, right, each document was gone through, and I am not aware of any missing documents that, as the committee, we could see or realize that documents were missing. I never became aware of that. So we did our work. We went through each and every document without any such a report.
Can I just interrupt you there? Is it my misunderstanding of the evidence so far that this tender ended up in court because someone went to court, complained, and rather, in fact, the starting point, and please correct me if I misunderstood the evidence, the municipality cancelled this tender, sought to cancel this tender because of this complaint about documents having been removed and being returned, some documents missing. Then it went to court, and the court directed that this tender must continue. You cannot, there's no basis to cancel it, and the processing or the evaluation of the tender should proceed. Did I misunderstand that part of the evidence, or you're just not aware that that happened?
Commissioner, I would say, I wouldn't say the Commissioner is misunderstanding anything, but from where I am sitting, all documents that were taken down got evaluated from the start to
No,
the end.
that's not my question, Mr. Malaji. We're not yet at a point where we're asking you to defend anything. We
Okay.
are not there yet.
Okay.
We're still trying to understand the facts
Okay.
as you recall them, right? I've asked you the simple question. Did I understand the evidence, misunderstand the evidence that the municipality made a decision to cancel this tender because there were allegations and complaints that documents were removed from SCM supply chain management, and when they were returned, some documents were missing, right? It was cancelled, and then someone went to court, and the court said there's no basis to cancel this tender, it must proceed to evaluation. Do you know or not know that that happened?
I do not know
You don't know that anything like that happened?
exactly.
And you are in supply chain management, and you were the contact person for this tender, according to the documents that we have seen.
Yes, let me correct the word. I am not in supply chain management.
Yes?
I am the director responsible for the function.
Were you not the contact person for this tender? At least I think from documents that we have seen, you were referred to as the person to whom inquiries should be directed.
I agree, even though I do not have a copy of the document with me, that I might have, I was the contact person,
Yes.
but from the context of any bidder, maybe having questions, clarity-seeking questions before the tender close,
Yes.
right? The reason for my being contact person would be to clarify whatever.
Yeah, let me
Yes,
stop you.
okay.
I'm not asking you to explain
All right.
why you were the contact person.
All right.
You have agreed or confirmed that you were the nominated contact person when the tender went out, right? Your name appeared as the contact person, and that's the evidence we have.
Correct.
Can I finally, so that is done, we agreed on that, you were the contact person. But now let me confirm very clearly. You say you are not aware that this tender went to court because there had been a complaint or an allegation that documents were removed and some documents were missing, and the court ordered that that's not a basis to cancel the tender, it must proceed to evaluation. You say you never became aware of that.
I had
Okay.
that. I had that the tender is in court, but as to reasons why it has been taken to court, I never became aware of those reasons.
Thank you.
What you've just said now is something you said in response to one of my questions earlier. That is, you have no idea as to what the litigation related to. I just want to make this suggestion to you. You were closely involved with the process. Right from the start, literally right from the start. Remember, once a request was made to Mr. Mahlaule to work on the tender specifications, he requested you to assist him. That's the very first stage of the process after a decision has been taken that there should be a tender. So what are the specifications? What exactly do we require? That's the very first step. So you were intimately involved with the process right from the beginning. And that goes further. You then become a member of the bid evaluation committee. You say so yourself in your statement. And that's not the end. As Commissioner Baloyi has just engaged you on, you were the contact person. So all of those indicate how intimately involved you were with the process. Now you do the evaluation, so you are not just a member, you actually get engaged in the evaluation process. And as the BEC or Bid Evaluation Committee, you even prepare a report for the Bid Adjudication Committee. Again, an indication of how closely or how intimately you were involved with the process. Then there's litigation. After it was indicated that the process was being cancelled for the reason that some documents were missing. Of course, you say you are not aware of that issue about documents missing. And then there's litigation. I think it was about 22 or so companies that said, no, this cannot be cancelled. They went to court. And there was then the agreement. And the court made an order in terms of or in accordance with that agreement, which was basically that an award should be made to those 22 or so companies. I find it very, very strange that when you were so intimately, so closely involved with this process right from the start, when there's litigation, of which you say in response to Commissioner Baloyi, you were aware, you do not know what that litigation related to. And we say it actually related to the missing documents. Fine, those who litigated were saying that this cannot be cancelled. But the cancellation itself was as a result of missing documents. That part you just happen not to know. I find that very, very strange. So you are intimately involved from the beginning, throughout the stages, but just before evaluation, and all of a sudden you turn your back and you forget about the whole thing. It simply does not make sense, Mr. Malaji. And I do not even understand why you would want to be defensive on this issue. You did not lose the documents. This is very odd.
Commissioner? Sorry.